Hi, hi, and Assalamualaikum. Have a good day, everyone. My name is Wang Fidaus bin Yusuf from Group 10 in Economy Malaysia PET 3023, and my groupmate and my group has a choice of policy economy in new economy policy of the independence or Merdeka. Do you know about a new economic policy? New economic policy or Merdeka. Let's go. First thing first, do you know about National Economic Policy or NEP, National Economic Policy? The National New Economic Policy NEP, Malay or Dasar Ekonomi Baru DEP, was a social re-engineering in informative action program formulated by the National Operation Council in the aftermath at 30 May incident in Malaysia. The policy was adopted in 1971 for a period of 20 years, and it was succeeded by National Development Policy NDP in 1991. This article look into the historical context that gave rise to the formulation of the policy, its objective and implementation methods, as well as its impact on Malaysian economy in general. Seen from the perspective of Malaysian history, the British colonialists encouraged the development of a plural society through the practice and vision and order. The British had encouraged the arrival of the labor from China and India for the habit benefit of the colonial economy and the time mining trade and plantation sector. The increase in population and the increase in the economic activity has led to the growth in city, road, railway, and the division of racial group according to the economic sector. That's all from me about background of the new economic policy. I want to ask all my friends about rational implementation of national economic policy. Okay. Fit, what is in your opinion or in your rational? What is a rational new economic policy as implementation in Malaysia? Thank you.
Thanks for the questions. Rationale of new economy policy. From the 1970 census, it was found that 49.3% of all families in Peninsular Malaysia receive income below the poverty line. Of the total of all poor family, 86% are in rural areas and 40% in urban areas. The poverty rate according to race is as follows. From the study of title limited companies conducted by the Department of Statistics and Records of the Register of Companies is available ownership and control of companies in 1971 is as follow. From the divisions of work in 1970, the breakdown by race is as follow. Okay, that's all for rationale of new economy policy. So, how about objective of new economy policy?
Yes. Hello, and thank you for the question. The NEP set out two major goals. The first was the eradication of poverty irrespective of race, and the second one was the restructuring of Malaysian society. The basic idea of these goals and objective was to lift up the economic position of Bumi Putra, whose economic position were historically inferior due to the held back during the colonial period. To that, of Chinese and other ethnic groups in Malaysia. This basic idea was made explicit through the two objectives of restructuring program, namely the restructuring of employment patterns and the restructuring of ownership in the corporate sector. The objective of restructuring employment pattern was to ensure that employment in the various sectors of the economic and employment by levels, by occupational levels will reflect the racial composition of the country. So that is all for me, and I have a question. The next question will be regarding my explanation just now to achieve this objective. What is the strategy from the NEP?
I want to explain about strategy of new economic policy. There are two main strategies of the new economic policy. First, eradicate poverty. Poverty is the main reason for dissatisfaction among the people. Effort has been made to solve socio-economic problem and development project. For example, create employment opportunity for all unemployed, increase productivity and income, provide relocation opportunity for people working in low productivity sector, reducing the international income gap between urban area and rural interprovincial, and creating Bumi Putra enterprise and trade group. Second, community restructuring. In achieving the goal of restructuring the new economic policy, the government make some strategy to achieve the goal. For example, raising the productivity and living standard of poor through the process modernizing rural area. Developing rural area with the development of new territories such as Dara, Kesedah, Kejora. And last one, improve the quality of living standards of people, especially Malay, through education, training, health, and governing infrastructure. My explanation now is about strategy of new economic policy. So, what the achievement new economic policy?
Hi, and thank you for the question. Okay, now regarding the NEP achievement. Even though NEP is associated with the failure in helping many non-Bumiputras who deserve to benefit from affirmative action, we have to admit that the NEP has had its success. Over the past 5 decades, hardcore poverty has been largely eliminated. The middle class has grown, the economy has been diversified, and Malaysia has attained the status of an upper middle income nation. By the end of its period in 1990, the NEP had achieved remarkable success. Poverty level had dropped, corporate equity ownership by the Bumiputras had improved, there were more Bumiputras involved in modern occupation, enrolled in university, and there was a booming Bumiputra middle class. Today, the Bumiputra account for a significant percentage of management and professionals. The NEP has played a huge part to make this happen. Malaysia nowadays are more urbanized and better educated, and they live longer. Also, ethnic imbalance has been reduced. This development and changes is the one that we can be proud of. It cannot be denied that the NEP brought political stability and peace, resulting in economic growth. I think that sums up all of the achievement for NEP, and that will be all from us. Thank you.